Many men can be controlled by narcissistic women without knowing it. These women use tactics to manage and dominate them, making the men feel weak and stuck in the relationship. However, these women should know that some men can't be controlled the same way. Sigma men are challenging to manage since they reject manipulation. They are clever and self-reliant and won't be tricked easily. Some Sigma men may not notice the telltale signs and become prey to women's manipulative ploys. It is important for all men to be aware of these narcissistic tactics used by women. Number 9. Narcissists are well known for making individuals feel like they need to earn their love or respect. Earning kindness. Prior to showing any form of kindness or appreciation, the narcissist will require you to do certain things for them or present a certain behavior. Although this may appear positive, it is simply manipulation. The narcissist is attempting to make you believe that your worth and value come from their validation rather than from your own self. This might involve anything from doing household tasks to altering your character or convictions. Many males stumble into this pitfall, sensing that they must fulfill whatever she desires to demonstrate their value. This results from an ingrained desire to be acknowledged and adored, one that solely may be satisfied through self-acknowledgement. This procedure intends to weaken you and render you reliant on her, whether it is via emotional or physical coercion. Number 8. Being treated like a child. It's never a good feeling to be treated like a child, no matter how old you are. While some men may find it flattering, it can be a sign of manipulation when a narcissistic woman does it. She will talk down to you and treat you like a child, making it seem like she is in charge, and you are just there to do her bidding. This is an incredibly toxic form of manipulation, because it can make you feel powerless and insignificant. It's also a way for her to put herself above you, and make it seem like she knows what's best for you, even when she's wrong. She may treat you as if you are less intelligent and capable than she is, as if she is the only one who understands. This form of manipulation can be hard to break out of because it's deeply rooted in a relationship and has been reinforced over time. The only way to break out of this cycle is to assert your independence. It's not as easy as it sounds, but it's the only way to end this toxic tactic. Number 7. Manipulating you into feeling obligated or indebted to them is a skill that narcissistic women often possess. They achieve this by making their partners feel they owe them something, be it gifts, compliments, attention, or even simple acts of kindness. They adopt this tactic to gain their desired outcome, aware that it will make you feel compelled to reciprocate. In addition, it ensures you continue to focus on them and not seek love or affection elsewhere. She can keep you in debt and force you to do what she wants. This is a way to control and manipulate you, making you feel like you have no choice. You feel trapped and obliged to follow her orders, causing resentment and frustration. To make things worse, she may use guilt or anger to push her own interests if you refuse to agree. Number 6. The silent treatment. The silent treatment may seem harmless, but it can be one of the most damaging forms of manipulation. It is a classic tool used to manipulate someone into submission. If she feels she is losing control, she will resort to the silent treatment as a way of regaining power. She will ignore you, refuse to talk to you, or even shut down completely when faced with an argument or confrontation. This tactic is incredibly effective because it can leave you feeling powerless and frustrated. Not only will it make you doubt yourself and your worth, but it can also make you feel like there is nothing you can do to change the situation. The silent treatment leaves a lasting mark on any relationship, as it removes communication and connection. Instead of dealing with the issue head-on, she will resort to this manipulative tactic to avoid confrontation. Number 5. Using threats and ultimatums. When everything else fails, she'll threaten and make ultimatums to get what she wants. This extreme method of manipulation is frequently employed when she senses your closeness to dominating her. She'll make it appear like she'll abandon you if you don't comply with her desires, with no chance of compromise. By doing this, she maintains power and ensures that you carry out her commands without a second thought. Although this method can persuade some people, Sigma men usually don't respond well to it. While it may work briefly, they'll eventually rebel against this sort of control and reclaim their power. They won't endure threats or blackmail, and will stop at nothing to regain the advantage. Typically, this leads to an intense power struggle between the narcissistic woman and the Sigma male, with neither party willing to give in. In tense or dramatic situations, A Sigma male opts to walk away instead of wasting energy on futility. Number 4. Love bombing. This technique is often used at the start of a relationship where the person aims to prove themselves as the ideal partner by lavishing affection, compliments, and any form of bait they believe will make their special someone fall in love with them. They will behave entirely loving, placing the other person on a pedestal and making them feel like the most important individual in their life. However, this is a typical method used by narcissists, and their real intentions only emerge later on. This approach usually works for persuading men to commit because they sense that they are valued and desired. Nonetheless, as the connection evolves, she will gradually withdraw these pleasing behaviors while revealing her genuine character. Number 3. Heavy demands. All women can be demanding, but narcissistic women take it to the extreme. They will make excessive and unreasonable demands, even if it is impossible to fulfill. This is usually to test your loyalty and commitment, and if you refuse, she will feel victorious. Many men fall prey to this strategy because they do not want to disappoint the woman they adore. These women do not care about how you feel or your well-being. Their sole aim is to have power over you. They use this tactic to ensure that you give them attention and do not consider seeking affection or love elsewhere. They will try to control you by making requests that are unreasonable and demanding your time and energy. Coping with these unjustifiable demands from someone whom you care about can be difficult. It's natural to experience guilt over refusing or fretting about letting someone down, but it's crucial to prioritize one's needs, which are equally important as others' expectations. It's perfectly acceptable to say, "I've had enough," and assess the situation thoroughly. Avoid letting people exploit you. Assert yourself and define boundaries. Before coming towards the end of the video, don't forget to subscribe and like us for the sustainability of the work we do. Let's move on. Number 2. Using sex as a reward. Lots of men go gaga over sex, and some women with narcissistic traits use it as a reward when they want men to act in certain ways. The idea is simple. If the man does what they want, they'll likely get rewarded with sex. It's like a bribe, and it often works, as men are willing to do anything to get in the bedroom. This tactic can harm a relationship by making sex feel like a transaction, rather than an intimate act. It also reinforces the idea that men are only valued for their performance, leading to a toxic cycle of manipulation and control. Although some men can resist the urge, others may be too weak-minded to do so. They surrender their power to this kind of woman and turn into her puppet, incapable of breaking free from the cycle of manipulation. Number 1. The act of ignorance or victimization. These women sometimes act as if they don't know what is happening to manipulate the conversation and make you feel guilty. They pretend to be clueless, while also trying to make themselves appear like the victim. This lets them avoid taking responsibility for their actions or the situation. It is a typical strategy utilized by narcissistic women to deflect blame and evade accountability. They'll also try to make it appear that you're to blame when they're really attempting to manipulate and dominate you. Although this strategy can be successful in some cases, it will not be as effortless when dealing with a Sigma male. Their tendency to question everything and be skeptical makes it arduous for a narcissistic woman to employ this technique on them. Nonetheless, there are Sigma males who are still too inexperienced or trusting to detect this method and can become a target. Thanks for watching. See you next time.